Hey up, I'm Vu and welcome back to another episode of RimWorld. So there's a few things I want to do this episode. Oops, wait a second, one thing we need to work out first. Vu, you've gone mad. Need to deal with this. So minor infection which has been treated, so of course we need to make sure Vu sleeps and stays in bed as soon as we knock them down. So Falcon, you have a pillar. Well, I'm going to get you to drop the pillar before we get you to beat down Vu. I'm glad you can actually drop items on the same tick. Very useful. So I'll let you beat Vu down. And who else is nearby? I guess either Kanga or Trosma. Who's got a non-melee weapon? It would be Kanga. Okay, I'll get Kanga down here and see how this goes. Oops, not Falcon. Melee attack Vu. See if this works out. Keep on going. And don't die on me, Vu, because that would suck. Just check your torso. 31 out of 40. You might lose a body part at most. See how it turns out. Oh, Falcon's down for the count. Wow. Who certainly knows how to use their fists. Oh, there we go. So, Kanga, your turn to rescue the Weaver. And tell Vu to rest in bed until healed. There we go. Awesome. Exactly what I want to see. So, let's see. How bad was Falcon hurt? A few bruises, a few thumps. Yeah. And Vu, yeah. So, no... Yeah, all of these are bruises, all the scratches and bites have been patched up, which is good to see. So I'll let them continue doing whatever work they were doing, actually. Can we get someone to haul in the machine pistol? I'd hate to see it damaged. Awesome. Exactly what I want to see. So next time when the summer season, or the, what am I going to call this, the growing season comes back around, we'll be able to start growing some crops again. And I think I might end up expanding this zone, maybe even putting a zone outside. It's a thought. The other thing I wanted to do was to just reduce how long this was, because there is a maximum length our colonists can shoot, and if they do intend to hide at the corner, I'd rather that we could just shoot them, sort of first thing. Anyhow, I'll let that be and see what comes of it. Yep, so research is being done. We need a bit more wood in the fueled stove, which probably means we're out again. It is. Okay, oh, that's a very simple thing to do. We'll just get an order out and get some, chopped wood. A chopped wood order. So probably, maybe harvest those trees. That should be enough wood, I suspect. Everyone will then start swamping, getting over there, which is a bit of a shame. And we have pirate merchants. So a caravan from Gunsmith's Hamlet is approaching. They are a pirate merchant. They'll hang around for a few days. Okay, exactly what's been said before. So I'll let them be and see what happens. Oh, and Psychic Drone is ending. That's a good start. Now, just checking that we don't have anyone not doing any work. Yep, everyone has work to do, so that's good. And we are getting the other traps set up. Awesome. Nice solid defense. This should work really well. Now, I'm thinking we might butcher maybe the Ibex, because I don't think... Oh, and we got an infection. Falcon. How did that happen, Falcon? A bruise. Seriously, bruises get infections, right. Well, if I had thought about that carefully, I would have realised, but no, we'll grab, oh, you're going to do the trap. I'd love it if you could complete the trap, so maybe Trosma, who's sleeping in bed, so yeah, perfect person. You can treat Falcon, and I think Vu is still safe for the time being. Major infection, where's immunity? Immunity's only at 42%. Yo, that's not good. That's really not good. And it's untreated now as well. Okay, Trosma. Actually, go and treat Vu next. Oh, said treat Vu. Oh no, Vu is reserved by Kanga, never mind. So Kanga should get around and treat Vu. Hopefully we can pull through. This is pretty bad. Already at a major. I'm hoping we've just hit the major level, because we could still pull through. Maybe. Vu might die. That would be a real shame, honestly. Oh, we'll have to see what happens, and I'll close all these messages. So I always forget to do that. So, and you're feeding them raw meat. Right, because we have no wood. I really need to make sure we keep wood in our stockpile. I've got the restrictions set up right, so people should start chopping. Or not. Okay, Kanga, you're going to consume elk meat. How about you do a bit of chopping for me, which you can't, because, of course, people are still restricted. Try it again. Let's grab Kanga once more and get them to chop some wood, which you can do now. Awesome. That said, I would love if Val, given that Val is now fully healed up, chat to these pirate traders. I don't know if they'll be able to buy or sell anything useful from us, but it's worth giving it a shot if Val can make it over there. And any second, please. Yep, there we go. So, what can we do? Good, we can actually sell the ibex. That gives us a bit of cash. I definitely want to do that. We're keeping Death the cat, because I think that's an awesome name for a cat, who actually has killed a few animals on the map. Very sure we've seen it happen. And the rest of the terriers can actually go now. No need to keep them around. So that gives us a little bit of extra money to work with. What about the elk? It's tempting to keep. $243. Is it worth it? Because the elk provides milk. I don't know if it provides fur. Probably only when we skin it. So no, I think we're going to sell the elk as well. That gives us a fairly large amount of cash. And yep, they certainly have the money to pay for it. Now, beer. They do have one beer bottle. Now we're going to hold off from it because from what I understand now, compared to the previous 2 episodes, is that the alcohol addiction does go away, but over time. Now if we put beer on the map, Val is going to flock to it and drink it, and then that resets the progress. So we're going to make sure there isn't any beer on the map and see how this turns out. So we'll leave that for the time being. So any weapons? Do we want to sell a weapon? I think the EMP grenades, we're not likely to see a mechanoid anytime soon. It's a thought. Maybe not. I think I'll leave that just in case. There's no harm in keeping it around. And there is sparkles of human. We could actually sell them. It's very tempting. It's very cheap, unfortunately, with the price. Now we're going to keep them. I'd love to recruit them if possible. So we're going to leave it like that. I think that's all we can do. And Val, can you haul in? You can't haul. Kanga, what are you doing? You're cheering up Fu. How about if you haul the wood in first? Because the wood means that we can start cooking again and the rest of the works. You know, all the good stuff. And yet, so Trosma's now cheering up Fu. That's fine. What are you doing? You are going to feed elk to Fu. Don't do that. Please don't. Okay, refuel the stove first. And visitors. Oh, and with items to trade, even better. So you've refueled the stove now, and then can you start cooking on the stove? And there we go. So that gives us some pemmican. Yes, it does. Awesome. So if you continue doing that, people should be a little bit happier. Because they won't be eating raw foods. And infection is still major. Yeah, 8 raw food. -7 and -8 because food was hungry. And in darkness, which is fair enough, yep. Because we are missing the torch, which we've placed in these rooms, so something to remember for next time. Anyhow, let's get Val back outside and actually chat to these traders, so see what they have to offer, or these visitors, should be saying. That's what they are. And what is up with Val? You're walking very slowly. You're also stoned, so that doesn't help. Let's see, conscious moving is -20. Wow. It's a very large decrease. And it's certainly noticeable at 3 times speed. Okay, let's take a look at what we can do here. So we could get some proper medicine. Should we? I think not. I don't think it's going to help Fu. No, actually I might buy 2 units of medicine and see what else we can sell. We don't want to keep the yayo around for the time being. The smoked leaf we're keeping for sure. Now, any weapons, clothing, I think we're going to keep that. And no, that's all they're going to sell. Well, how about if we buy 4 units of medicine? They only have 5. And keep everything else? Yeah, I think that looks good. I'm going to go with that. And of course Val can't haul. Right, I've chosen the right person to do the trading. Where is the medicine anyhow? Oh, there it is. Let's get someone to hold the medicine inside ASAP. Because I don't want that damaged and I certainly don't want to lose it. And Fu will be very grateful, which it would be right now when we treat them with proper medicine. So let Trader haul it inside first. There we go. And then you can go and treat... who's doctoring again? Trosma. Trosma, let's get you to treat Fu with proper medicine, which would be really good to see. So, what are you doing? You're feeding Fu. Wait, what? I said treat. No. Read these menus correctly. Fu. Treating. There we go. Using proper medicine this time. Fu should be very happy despite it being -10 in that room. Oh, what are you doing? Mental break. Right, that's not the timing, Trosma. You really needed to get treat Fu. Okay, we'll get Kango over here and try and treat Fu now. So hopefully the infection hasn't gone to extreme yet, which it hasn't. Good. Oh, and... What? Oh, come on. Both of you cannot have broken just as you're treating Fu. That is really annoying. Ah, okay, so who else could do doctoring then? I guess Trado. As much as I'd rather Trado not do it. 10, 9, and what about... Well, Fu can't do themselves, and nor can Val, so Trado, let's get you over here after you finish making a bit of pemmican. Oh, actually no, Trosma might be fine now. Can you treat Fu now, please? Because I have no interest in letting Fu die. There we go. I don't think we needed the medicine, but you know, 94%. And Major untreated. Yeah, you could do with some medicine. Treat Falcon, please. And don't break this time when you like walk right up to their bedside. Awesome. Now I'm just wondering, they don't have any issues with the cold? No, they don't. Looks like they're fine. Awesome, that's what I want to see. Now I realised as well, let's take a look. We could get a sculptor's table up. I know we don't have any, I don't think they can use just plain stone for sculpting, but we do actually have a stonecutter's table, right. Because I was thinking, do we have the stonecutters? I couldn't remember quite, I wasn't too sure if we had it, but no, we do. So let's actually build the wooden stonecutter's table, place it just here. I think the room's getting a little cramped, but I still think it's a fine location to put it. Is it? Huh. No, I think it's going to be fine. We're going to keep it there. Should be good. And then once we have the more wood in the stockpile, and someone gets around to it, we can start producing stone, which will be really good to see. Stone walls, stone buildings, stone everything. And then that probably increases the difficulty of the game as well, probably once I get to that point. So we have, what is that? I think it was cargo pods just then. It's a bit of plasteel, which is nice, not that it's useful right now. Also, we have a few okay, more cargo pods. Can't complain. It's very odd. Oh, there we are. And that is Devil Strand. We can make clothing for it, so there's no reason why I can't mark it to be hauled in. Now, I just out of curiosity, how's our meat supply going? We've still got some meat in, which is, of course, frozen, given the weather. So, oh, no. Kanga. Nope, that's not what you're going to do. Haul the meat back in, and then we're going to get you to refuel the stove, which obviously needs a bit more work. You're going to start cooking or something? No, you're not. You're not assigned to cooking, right? You need to grab someone who is assigned to cooking and get them to continually work on it. Because we're not producing enough food fast enough. I don't think we can blame it on the double doors. Oh, and no clips. Now everything's dark, which means it's probably going to drop in temperature, I assume. 4 degrees outside. Well, at least it's above 0 in these rooms now. Don't know if that really helps them. Developed immunity, awesome. And yeah, you'll develop immunity as well. Even better. Can't complain there. But no, you really need to continue making more pemmican. I know it's a bit of a distance to walk when you drop the pemmican in the stockpile zone. But I think that's going to be fine. You can spend that time to walk that distance. It means that when people are hungry, they have a shorter distance to walk to go to the tables, which I think is a lot better. Except Falcon managed to get food poisoning from pemmican. What are we going to do about it? We're keeping it relatively sanitized, you know, cleaning the room. I mean, there is a little bit of blood spatter just there, but can't complain too heavily. So how's Sparkles going as well? Malnutrition trivial. Okay. Anything we should worry about? And also Spitfire is pregnant. Spitfire is our Yorkshire Terrier which we forgot to sell. Right. Thought we sold all the Yorkshire Terriers. Oh, I obviously didn't check carefully then. It's not the end of the world. It's just another dog we can butcher. Maybe. That sounds very cruel. But now we're going to keep things going on and see what we can do. Now, I think we are going to maybe do a little bit more building. So I'm thinking that if we go over security, grab a few sandbags, and build another one like so. don't know what's the distance is from this. 16, what's that, 1, 2 gap? I think that's roughly in line. Now I don't know how long it is either, let's find out. 10, and that's 8, try it again, 9, 10. Awesome. So that's just a bit of a mirror on either side. I think we might end up trying to mine this if that's not over a mountain, or under a mountain I should say. But no, that should at least provide us a little bit more of a defense, and we should have a good view on anyone coming in. Apart from that there. That might be a bit of an issue. I don't think we have to worry about it too heavily. Okay, so how's our research going along? It's certainly taken quite a while for this this complex clothing. I wonder. Val's, yep, had alcohol addictions at 98% now. So it's nearly at the point where they're over it. And I think that's also when they're pretty out of it as well. Consciousness minus 20, moving minus 20, and manipulation minus 50. So that doesn't really help when it comes to research. When you're researching, which you're not right now. Anyhow, I forgot to take a mention, but we actually got a new recruit, Sparkles, who just made a smoked leaf, which is really awesome to see. So you have lost a finger, so how does that affect your manipulation? Wow. Your left index finger, just by losing it, you've lost 10% efficiency. That's kind of surprising and also my fault, which is a bit of a shame. So let's say you are construction on 9 and you're a cannibal. So when it comes to your moodlets, I think you get positive moodlets when you're eating humans, which we're not going to do right away. Why is the Spitfire has got food poisoning from elk meat? Thank you, Kanga. That was really useful. Food poisoning and lost to frostbite. These wow, these Yorkshire Terriers don't handle the cold very well. That's what? Rear right paw, rear left paw, rear right paw. Every single paw is gone. The tail is missing. The right ear is gone. The left ear is gone. The jaw is gone, and the nose is gone. So it's pretty much like a body just sort of sitting there, half sort of frozen. That is horrible. So it can't hear and it can't move, and its eating is very poor. I wonder. We could probably get a fire in there just so nothing else. Well, I don't know if the animal can lose any other body parts, but yeah, maybe. I think we can do that. So why don't we get that started straight away? So, do we want a campfire? Campfires produce a lot of heat, though. Now I think we'll go with the simpler and slightly cheaper version, which is the torch, which I guess I will be placing. Well, let's actually remove some of these zones now. Deconstruct. Well, I didn't mean to deconstruct all of them. Okay, I'm going to leave it as so. I think Kanga was the only person who needed a sleeping spot, so let's place that back in like so. Oh, where am I going? Torch lamp, and put one in the room, and get Kanga to work on that ASAP. And that might help Spitfire. Let's see. Oh, it's above 0 now. That's something. Maybe you won't get frozen off again. Now, how's Death going? Right eye torn out, left ear torn out, you're fine. And Star has certainly lost a few body parts already to Frostbite. Oh, and the dog's just thrown up where it sat. Even better. Well, hopefully, and Death is now sleeping in Spitfire's vomit. Wow. It's some animal. Hopefully it gets a wash sometime soon. Because I don't think any of the colonists would like seeing that wander around. Frozen vomit on Death the cat. Anyhow, we need to get around to working out the schedule for Sparkles. So taking a look, I think, of course we'll do, the top left is normally a 1 because we need them done as fast as possible. Handling might be something. What about construction, repairing, growing? I think construction was a definite yep. So that's what you'll do, like 24/7, whenever, wherever. And I guess also repairing. Repairing as well. Smithing, tailoring, art, crafting, hauling. I think we'll put it on 2. Cleaning can go on a Cleaning can go on a 4 actually, because cleaning messes happen so often it might not be a good idea if they sort of break pattern and decide, hey, there's other work would you rather be doing right now. No, I think that's just fine. So let's just check temperatures now. -2, -6, 7, -15, which is -14 outside, -3. It is freezing. You know, it might be even worth changing maybe this middle room, this torch to being a fire, just because of how cold it is. I do suspect at this point we should be getting some frostbite. Apart from that, which we know about. No, obviously we were wearing the right clothing. Parka, pants, t-shirt. Well, I would have suspected a long sleeve shirt would have been better, but my opinions. Yeah, Kanga is a little bit frozen in that room. Wait a second, is this bed... No, all those beds have been marked for people. Okay, how about this? Let's unmark this one as medical and not for prisoner. Whoops. Let's give this to Kanga. So they finally have their own bedroom. So everyone has their own bedroom, and then we can make this one into a medical room. Despite it being pretty nasty as is. So let's deconstruct and make a proper bed. Now we haven't done the research for a medical bed yet, but I think this will suffice. So I'll place a proper bed, and obviously someone will have to get around to it. Now, we did get the chopping done. Yeah, it does look like we've harvested the trees, or chopped the trees. So how much wood is that? What, 500 units of wood? Oh, that should keep us going for a while. Now, I will actually go and build a fireplace, just in case they do get a little cold. They'll have a warm place to run to, which we know happens, well, we know the reverse happens during summer days. They will run to a cool place when they get too hot. So I suspect it'd be the same when it gets too cold. Ooh, and a solar flare, which we don't have to worry about given that we have no electricity. So yeah, this should keep this room nice and warm. Not sure how the beer is going though. Beer might be a little off if you were to start it again. 10 degrees, 11 degrees. Yeah, that fire is struggling. I wonder, burn apparel, yeah. No, we're not doing that. Okay, well, we're going to let this keep them going. Actually, I wonder, can we get all these rocks out the way? We can. Just wonder if we can just move them into our stockpile. And stone cutting is finally up and running. Okay, so we can start making, of course, stone blocks. Oops, berserk. Foo, not the time. Well, let's get the stone blocks first. So we want to do until we have, say, like the idea of having 500. I know that's a lot of blocks, but the issue is it's probably going to be a mixture of types. I think most of the stockpile is what, sandstone and marble by the looks of it. Let's see. That's marble there. What about this? Oops. And that's sandstone. So sandstone and the marble are two major block types we have available. So, yeah, I think I'll leave that all on, and I don't think I'll change anything here. That looks fine, so that's the job available. Oops, and I need to deal with Foo and Val. Foo, what's going on? You went berserk because you rebuffed by Falcon. Because Falcon was mean to you, Foo, you decided to hit Val? That's not how you deal with your anger issues. You should talk it out with Falcon. Actually, out of curiosity, what is the social like with Falcon? Oh, can I pick on Falcon? Oh wait, that's Falcon's bed. Try it again. Social. Falcon and Foo. -2. Well, it's not that bad. You can deal with it, can't you, Foo? Obviously not by the looks of it. And I think I might... Oh, actually, alcohol addiction's gone as well. That's really nice to see. So that means probably less bad moodlets overall now. Yep. Even better. But no, we're going to let Val run, mainly because I would hate to lose such a good character. So yeah, we're going to recruit Val, and we're going to get Val to probably move up top, and then maybe Sparkles and Falcon, which I don't suspect have any weapons. We're going to get you down here and see if you can attack Foo. Don't think Val's going to make it out in time. Oh, maybe he did. Okay, Sparkles. Melee attack Foo, Falcon attack Foo. No, you've been waiting for this. Maybe Foo, you can get some of your anger out while Falcon's sort of bashing him down. Let's hopefully we don't lose anyone. Just check their health stats. Torso 28 out of 40, 18 out of 30, 24 out of 30, 18 out of 30, and 14 out of 20. We're safe for the time being as long as Foo doesn't take too many major... Oh, never mind. Too many major hits. Unrecruit you two, and Falcon, you can, Sparkles, you can rescue Fu now. Really good to see. Medical as well, that's meant to be medical. Oops. Recruit, unrecruit, and rescue Fu again. Because remember, I talked about in the last episode that placing a medical bed just here would be a lot better, given the proximity it is to the storage rooms, which is where the medicine is currently stored. Now, out of curiosity, okay, we've got the meat, but we don't have the corn. Okay, the winter is certainly hitting hard now. Hard snow all around. And a food binge. Not what we need in the middle of winter. Well, I'll let you continue doing that. Don't think there's a reason to stop you. So, food, let's see. A lot of cracks that need to be patched up, and also, yeah, you have a few cracks as well. We don't have anyone else on medical? Trosma. You're sleeping, right, because it is 2200. I wonder if we can get you to treat Fu and you can go and sleep on a different day. Rather you treat them than they get an infection in a bruise of all things. I can understand scratches, but bruises getting infections? Yeah. Must be one hell of a bruise. But nah, I'll let you continue doing that, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Sweet morning, sweet bliss, and maybe we can start to get a little bit warmer because it's minus 14 outside. Very, very cold. But the good thing about it is Fu's been patched up, and so has Sparkles. So we shouldn't have any issues with them getting infections. And if we do, I'm gonna be annoyed. Oh, and cool thing is, we actually have some muffalo right outside our door. I wonder, can we hunt them? I think we should. I think we could, and I think we should. There we go. Wonder if they did rage on us, they might actually go through our traps, because these are actually large animals. Kanga, what are you doing? You are hunting muffalo, which are just there. You certainly walked a fair distance just to shoot some muffalo. Oh, but it seems to be working out for us, so... Yep. You've killed one? You didn't fully kill it. Come on, guys. Can't leave an animal alive. So keep on hunting it, please. Better put it out of its misery. And done. Awesome. So that gives us another animal to butcher and more food. So of course in the food section we're not doing too badly. Though pemmican is a little low. Gosh. Corn, Yorkshire Terrier meat and Alpha Beaver meat. Well, waste not. Certainly waste not. Anyhow, I think we need to work on a few new buildings this episode. So I like the idea of making... Well, we have one room for a prisoner, which we don't need anymore. Which leaves us with one spare bedroom, but making a medical ward couldn't hurt. I think if anything, I'm going to expand our wall just over to this outer edge. Gives us a little bit more space to work with. I think that's, yeah, in line. Awesome. Also, I'll make just a door here for the time being. Yeah, because I'd love to make a new field or a bigger field to work with. We won't be growing trees in these fields, because, well, and Buffalo Revenge, awesome, this is what I was waiting for. Kanga, recruit and get you in over here. Hopefully. Or maybe you won't be able to walk in time. You won't be able to walk. Falcon, you get over here, and you don't have a weapon. Oh, shivers. They've walked over all the traps. That's not looking good. I wonder. Falcon, can we get you inside? I think that's going to be best. Oh. Yes, a few of the traps did go off, not as many as I wanted. Can I get you down here? I could. Trado, do you have a weapon? Why does no one have weapons? Okay, Trado, equip the machine pistol because you're good at it? Because you're not good at it. Right, melee it is. Melee is whereabouts? Over here. Going to give you this weapon. Falcon, we're going to give you... Well, you're shooting a 6. I think we're going to be fine giving you the machine pistol. Though I'd rather Fu had it. And what else can we do? Is anyone else stuck outside? I think Kangu's on the ground, writhing in pain. And you're missing a foot. Darn. Well, I obviously wasn't careful enough with the Muffalo Revenge. I knew it would happen. Oh well. It's part of the game. And yep, so we managed to kill one Muffalo. Slow it down and hopefully they won't attack the animals. Let you get inside and... So, Fu is outside. Don't think we can get them to run inside, can we? Probably not, but no, Falcon's got the weapon, so let's see if we can place him just at the end and start shooting some of the muffalo. Yeah, awesome. See if we can manage it. But I'm going to leave it right here. A bit of a disastrous end to this episode with the Muffalo Revenge, but I think a very good place to leave it. So, if you have anything to say, feel free to leave it in the comments. If you've enjoyed it, the like button is there for you to press. It certainly helps support this channel and keeps it moving on. So, as I've said in the past and will say in the future, I'll see you around sometime.